Today I want to talk to you about dealing with depression and anxiety from being alone. What up guys, it's your girl Yoli coming at you with another episode of Girl Talk. This is a show where we never settle and we always take it to the next level. So I moved to New York a few years ago and I was a teenager at the time. I found myself in New York in a relationship that was super toxic and long distance, and so my friends, my mom, my sister, all disapproved of it, and because they disapproved, I alienated them and alienated myself from everyone around me. I started working 40 hours a week while going to school, and just found myself not having any connections or anybody surrounding me or anyone who I felt like I could connect to and really talk to. It was hard. I try to fill that hole with as many things as possible. The loneliness. I try to fill it with sex, with drugs, marijuana, with work, with being busy, with partying. I try to fill it with just being, hanging around people, but I could never actually make the kind of connections that I wanted to make. It left me feeling super alone. In the last 2 to 3 years, I feel like I've been able to open up my heart and really allow people in. But for a long time in my life, that wasn't happening. And I think that humans are designed to connect with each other. We're designed to be there for each other. We're designed to have relationships, build memories, and things like that. And when you don't feel like you can do that, it sucks. You feel alone in the world and you feel like nobody cares. I, thank God, have gotten out of that place, out of that space in my life. I have a great community of people around me, including you watching me, and I wanted to give you some ideas that I feel would empower and maybe even just change your perspective on what you're dealing with right now. The first thing I will say that made a difference for me was being of service. When you're like depressed and anxious and sad, you're very focused on you and you're very focused on what you're dealing with, your life, your issues, your sadness. So I found that being of service to people, calling my friends, even when I don't feel like it, and saying, hey, how are you? Is there anything I can help you with? Giving compliments, just giving $1 away, doing something for somebody else always makes me feel better, always makes me feel like I matter, always makes me feel like I impacted somebody, and it's selfless and it empowers you to just get out of your own self and into the world with the rest of us. The second thing I would say, which I think really should go to number 1, is reading the Bible. This thing right here, listen, I have a newfound understanding and respect and gratitude for this amazing book, and I would suggest that you open it. Not everybody believes in the same thing, but I would absolutely encourage you, if you are dealing with depression, you need to put different thoughts in your mind, and the thoughts that I found in the Bible are absolutely life-changing. And you don't have to believe to open it up. You don't have to believe to get value out of this. I would also recommend that you let yourself just be in the space that you are. Life has seasons, a season for everything, and this might be your season of weeping. Labeling sadness as a bad thing isn't effective. Label your sadness as an experience. It's something that you gotta go through. It's something that you're dealing with. So just allow yourself to be sad. Don't be consumed by it, but be honest about it. And stop putting on the mask of like, you're super happy, I'm fine, when you're not fine. Working out is also a huge help. Working out, when you work out, your body releases endorphins, and endorphins make you feel good. So if you are sad, or if you're in a place where you're like kind of stuck mentally and like in this thing, I would say go and sweat it out, go and work out, go take a dance class, a Zumba class, and take all of that energy from that sadness and use it in physical movement. Like that, to me, is the quickest fix for being upset and sad. It's the quickest fix. It's not the cure, but it's a quick fix to raise your vibration, to move from one emotional state to the other, and allow the actual emotion to pass through your body and utilize that energy. I would highly recommend using a website like meetup.com or something like that, and get involved in the things that are really interesting to you. Like if you like YouTube, start finding groups of YouTubers on Facebook, or start finding groups of YouTubers on meetup.com. Or if you like, you know, working out, go and find people to work out with. The first feeling you may get is anxious because you're putting yourself out there, you're going alone, you don't know anybody. But when you meet people in those settings, those people have common interests with you. So go and get involved in the communities in your life. You're part of so many communities that you don't even know. Your apartment building is a community. Your street is a community. Your job is a community. Your hobby is a place where you can create community. You can create communities around the things that interest you, and that's what's gonna have you connect with people, serve people, and stop feeling alone. Before we land this plane, I decided to start responding to crazy comments at the end of every video. And today's comments come from Craigslist. Did you know Craigslist has a raves and rants section? Like, what the heck? So I'm looking on it, and I see I see something called the blunt truth. The blunt truth, what you don't want to hear. So you know that one thing you were never sure of, that situation, that look, that idea, the thing that you know if you ask someone you knew about, they are definitely going to lie about their opinion of it? Well, let me give it to you. I did it, and I really got what I wanted to hear. Well, really didn't want to hear it, but got what I asked for. And to be honest, it really helped me with an acceptance issue I had. So email me and let it rip. Just embrace yourself for my response. Rest assured, I will be honest about it. Ask and I will tell. Why are you going on Craigslist? Like, what are you talking about, man? What does this mean? This person is a complete stranger with no face, saying, hey, I will tell you the blunt truth. I swear to God, you can find anything on the internet. Just email msggd-510-133-9969@pers.craigslist.org if you want the blunt truth about what it is that you're dealing with. Thank you guys for joining us for another Girl Talk. I look forward to seeing you next week. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and meet me below in the comments. See you next week. Peace!